Okay, first bit of lumber. I'm gonna make some L girders and then try to at least get like 4 legs so I can stand it up, which means I'll have to move a bunch of this stuff. Okay, first lessons learned. I got 1 1/4 inch wood screws, and I just think they're too short. So I'm gonna go to the store and get some 2-inch. But and the other thing is that 8-foot long lumber is actually longer than 8 feet, and I was kind of too lazy to like go cut it. But this end down here will have to be trimmed because the 1x2 is longer than the 1x4. So lesson learned. But I put screws in about every 12 inches here, so I'm gonna go get some longer ones, and I may not take them all out, but I may just put a couple, like pop one out and then pop, one out every other or something like that. Benchwork is 3 feet, so 36 inches in this area of the layout that I'm building. And I know that's probably a little bit more than reachable, but all the switching is done up front, except for one switch, which Murphy's Law will say that is the switch that I have the most problems with, but I'll live with it. So I've measured out 30 inches here, and that's where the post will attach. And then, good thing I thought this through. Measure twice, cut once, right? But the entire length of it is going to be 36. Now these, I forget what this is called in like L girder construction, where like a stringer or a sleeper or whatever it's called, but this is the one that's actually attached to the post, where then I can put other of these as needed to avoid switches and all that. So I'm just gonna loosen this up. Okay, so this is the main leg design I was thinking. Obviously it needs some cross bracing for stability. What I don't know is if it needs another perpendicular post similar to that post, similar to the where the benchwork will actually sit. And okay, so I did the 1 screw square, 2nd screw, and then did the other side. So now I'm trying to figure out the cross bracing. I don't know if there's like a magic angle or distance, like from the, up here to, is it supposed to be a certain distance down? So that I don't know. First leg built. It looks really tall in this angle. I don't know if it's the camera on my phone, but yeah, so 2 adjustable legs at the bottom, cross braces at 45 degrees. Basically the bench work is gonna sit right here. And yeah, I think we're just have to build probably 3 more of these just to get it over to here. Again, I was gonna do 2 in the corner, basically 1 to like be the end, and then another one is gonna bring it out the depth of the bench work that goes this way. And then from there, I just thought of something. Oh, that's all right. And then from there, I want to do a 4-foot gap, so that I can get the desk in. And then I guess I'll have to make 3 more of these, and then every 2 feet, I think. And then the only other thing I'll do probably is behind the desk at a 2-foot mark. I will probably put another tall one just so that the backdrop has some space to it. So, and just a little on the bench, because I've been just bringing crap up. I decided to paint a few of my models. I think this is a snowman. I just printed him, and I wanted to, one of the things I admittedly am very bad at the moment on my website is putting product photos of my stuff. There's a couple of like K-rails, jersey barriers. So yeah, I'm trying to get some paint on that stuff so I can take a picture of it painted as well as unpainted. This is a little beehive that I made, one style. So I want to make those square ones, and then little A-frame ladders. So I think I'm gonna make a couple. I have a couple of like flat ladders, so I think I'm gonna do like a little package of 3 or 4 ladders together or something. I just have to figure out what's the safest way to ship them, so that way it doesn't snap during shipping. Yeah, and this is actually S scale, because I don't have many HO scale ones, and I didn't have any loose, so I didn't want to cut them out of the package, and I figured this was easier to paint and detail at S scale than N scale. So, but I don't really have a good airbrush, so I've been hand brushing them, and I'm not in love with the smoothness. Anyways, that's what's on the bench. Hopefully I will get some pictures taken soon, maybe tonight or tomorrow, and at least post that to the website. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, after I finished filming, I went to pick up my daughter, and while I was driving, I thought, yeah, I made a couple mistakes on that. I think they're fixable, but let me explain what I did wrong. So first of all, the cross beams here and here are too high, because the L girder is supposed to sit right here and right here. So obviously it wouldn't be able to fit. So I'll have to take these out and move them down. That doesn't seem like a crisis. I got plenty of space on the bottom to make that happen. The bigger bonehead move I made was when I measured this to 36 inches here. However, the layout is 36 inches, which is from here to here, not to here. So I think this is an easy one, because I can always, maybe not. I was saying I could always attach a piece of wood here, a piece of scrap of this, but maybe that's not possible going into the end unless I used my, pocket hold it in this way to that piece, which would give it the appropriate length. The other option would be to take this piece off and cut it correctly, which accounts for, this is yeah, it's like just under 1.5 by 1.5. So technically I should be out a little bit further. I also don't know if it's really a big deal, because if I put this in this corner and use one single piece of plywood, the shortage I don't think is really gonna matter, but I do have to fix the L girders. So yeah, that was me being like, glad I only built one, and then had some thinking time. So there we are. Lessons learned: measure thrice, cut once. Yeah, so hopefully this weekend I can build the other 3 legs and put the L girders up so we can actually get kind of an idea of what it's gonna look like over here. So with that being said, feel free to click the like button, helps the channel out. Click subscribe and click the little bell if you want to get notifications of future updates. Now that I'm doing this, it should be pretty regular. And yeah, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Thanks, guys.